Rabotai, welcome back to Dalet Amot shel Halacha. En Allah Kadosh Baruch Hu, Baloma Ela Arba Amot shel Halacha Bilvad.
I love that sound when everything just turns around. Cause there's a song that's gonna play, and the music's gonna take me away from all the pain that hides within, from loneliness to connection. When I get lost in something else, only music brings me back to myself. So come and jump, 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 won't you sing with me? Jump, 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 be all you can be. Turn it up, hear the melody. Every soul's got its own musicality. Jump, 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 won't you sing with me? Jump, 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 be all you can be. Turn it up, hear the melody. Never gonna stop, doing what you got, everybody hot. We're breaking
Rabotai, we are continuing in Siman Reish Tzadik Tet in Halacha Hey. There will be no parts to the Shi'ur. It's a very small Halacha, and it's actually, in a way, a continuation from Halacha Aleph. If you guys remember, in Halacha Aleph, we spoke about that it is Asur lechol shum davar or afilu shel yain or shel mashkim chutz mimay mishtichashech ash yavdil. That it is forbidden for a person to eat or drink anything except water after once the sun sets until he does havadala. Today we want to see what happens if a person made a mistake. He went there by accident or even intentional, according to the Mishnah Berurah. He forgot or he knew and he still went and he ate. Is he still allowed to go ahead and do havadala afterwards? Now this halakha is very important, and I'll tell you why. Like we saw before in Halacha Aleph, a lot of times you have this misconception that the husband feels that if he heard havadala in the shul, that when he comes home he doesn't have to do havadala again. You need to understand that if you have wife at home, children, your parents, and you don't do havadala for them, they're not allowed to eat. They can't even drink. The only thing they can drink is water. It's a very, very big problem. It's a very big misconception that we have today. I heard havadala in shul, I go home, I don't have to do a havadala at home. Don't listen to havadala in shul. Come home and make sure your wife and your children also hear it. I'm saying children. I'm not telling you children that are over 12 and 13, where they are obligated to do it. I'm even speaking about a child that is the age of 5 or 6. I say 5 because if they're sharp enough, even from 5, the age of chinuch starts. You already have to start educating your children from a young age in mitzvot. So that's placed on the parents. So therefore, every single father and mother have to know. Just like you cannot eat before havadala, your children also cannot eat before havadala. You have to go ahead and educate them in these laws. So that's what the halakha in the Shulchan Aruch says. In Siman Reish Tzadik Tet in Halacha Hey, Ta'a ve'achal kodem she'ivdil. If a person made a mistake and he ate before he did havadala, you would have thought you lost the ability to be able to do havadala. No, the Shulchan Aruch says, Yachol al havdil achar kach. You are able to go ahead and do havadala afterwards. Comes the Mishnah Berurah in Sivkat and Tetvav, and he says, Ta'av ve'achal v'uadin im heizid ve'achal. The same halakha is going to apply even if intentionally you went ahead. You knew you had to do havadala. Not that you forgot that today was Shabbat, or you forgot that you didn't do havadala, so you ate by accident. No. You knew 100% you had to do havadala. And he said, you know what? I'm not so worried about that halakha. My husband will come home, I'm hungry, whatever it might be, and then he'll do havadala for me. Even if you did it intentionally, we're going to tell you, Av de'avar b'mezid, even if you went ahead and you did it intentional, mikol makom, nevertheless, tzarich lahavdil achar kach balayla. You need to go ahead and you have to do havadala right away, meaning after you ate at night. So one more time, let me go with one more time in flow. The same halakha is going to apply if you did it intentionally and he ate. Av de'avar b'mezid, even though you did it intentional. Nevertheless, you have to go ahead and you have to do havadala afterwards at night. So why did the Shulchan Aruch have to use the language ta'a ve'achal, right, where it sounds that he did it, meaning that he forgot, or he made a mistake like it was an accident, where over here clearly says that even if you did it intentional. So he says, Ela urcha de miltanakit. Rather, the Shulchan Aruch took a language that's something that is the natural way, that is the normal way for people to eat on Motzi Shabbat. People usually don't want to go against Hashem. It happens by accident, they forgot, so they ate, they put a candy in their mouth, or something else, it happens. But to intentionally go ahead and go against Hashem, that you're not going to have. But that's what he says, Ela urcha de miltanakit. It's something that he took because that's the normal way people go about it. They forget, and by accident they go ahead and they taste on Motzi Shabbat. However, you should know, but the same halacha is going to apply even if you do it intentional. And so too what he wrote afterwards in Halacha Vav, if a person forgot and he didn't do havadala on Motzi Shabbat, we're going to apply the same rule over here, that not only if you forgot and you didn't do havadala, we'll see, Bezrat Hashem, even if you didn't do havadala intentionally, still we will allow you to do havadala. We'll see tomorrow, B'linad, in Halacha Vav, that if a person forgets to do havadala, that you have two problems. It's one thing that you're not allowed to eat. Even if you ate, you have to do havadala. But it's another thing, don't think just because you didn't do havadala, you are exempt from that mitzvah of havadala. No. There's an obligation on you to say the havadala still, and there's an argument up to how many days do you have. And Bezrat Hashem, we're going to want to try to see this tomorrow. I know, Rabotai, it's a small halakha. What can I do? That's halacha hey. Sometimes they're long, sometimes they're short. But whatever the situation is, we have to understand, we have to make it part of us. We have to educate our wives, educate our children, our parents, our elderly parents, that they're not allowed to eat before they do havdalah. So therefore, Rabotai, let's make a small chazara. A person went ahead and he, by accident, by mistake, he went ahead and he ate before doing havdalah Amot Shabbat. He's allowed to do havdalah afterwards. What happens if a person intentionally ate before doing havdalah? Still, he's allowed to go ahead and do havdalah. And we'll see B'ezrat Hashem in Halacha Vav tomorrow. It says, let me just begin the halacha. It says, Shachach v'lo hivdil b'motzi Shabbat. The person forgot and he didn't do havdalah on Motzi Shabbat. Mavdil ad sof yom gimel. The Shulchan Aruch says, in the opinion of this time, you have until the third day. We'll see, which is until Tuesday. We'll speak about it tomorrow, B'lineder. V'yesh omrim she'enu mavdil el kol yom rishon v'lo yoter. But some are going to learn, no, you only have 1 day. After Motzi Shabbat, you only have 1 day. That's it, finished. But not more. And this is going to be the machlok that we'll see tomorrow. But what I want to say, where it says there, Shachach v'lo hivdil b'Motzi Shabbat, that if you forgot and you didn't do havdalah on Motzi Shabbat, we're going to tell you, read, not only if you forgot and you didn't do havdalah, even if intentionally you knew you had to do havdalah and you still didn't do it, still the same halachot are going to apply. According to the stam, we're going to give you up to 3 days. According to the years, we're only going to give you up to the first day, as will be more explained tomorrow. Be'ezrat Hashem, but another, have a great day.